Did you know that every year, humans throw away nearly 92 million tons of plastic in the US alone? That's enough to fill 1,000 football fields every single day. And guess what? More than 1 million plastic bottles are bought every minute worldwide. But here's the shocking part. 91% of all plastic isn't recycled. It's piling up in our oceans and landfills, harming wildlife and the planet. The good news? We have the power to change this. In this video, we'll show you simple, practical ways to reduce waste and make your life more sustainable. From conscious shopping habits to creative upcycling ideas, we'll share easy steps you can take today. So, if you're ready to help the earth while making your life cleaner and greener, keep watching. It's time to start living with less waste, and we'll guide you every step of the way. Let's make a difference together. Chapter 1. Waste not, want not. The power of conscious consumption. The first step in going zero waste is becoming mindful of what we consume. We live in a world of abundance, where it's easy to fall into the trap of buying things we don't really need. The key is being more conscious of our purchases. Start by asking yourself, do I really need this? Before making any purchase, consider the environmental impact of the item. For example, items like fast fashion and single-use plastics take a huge toll on the environment. A study from the Ellen MacArthur Foundation found that by 2050, there could be more plastic in the ocean than fish. One way to reduce unnecessary purchases is by adopting the one-in, one-out rule. Every time you buy something new, make sure to donate or recycle an item you no longer use. This helps keep your possessions in check and reduces clutter in your home. Another trick is to always choose quality over quantity. Opt for durable, long-lasting products. The Environmental Protection Agency reports that products with longer lifespans reduce the need for frequent replacements, cutting down on waste in the long run. Instead of buying cheap plastic items, invest in products made from materials like stainless steel or glass that can be reused for years. Lastly, buy in bulk when you can. This reduces packaging waste significantly. Bulk shopping is not only eco-friendly but can save you money. Studies show that the average household can save around $400 per year by buying in bulk. So the next time you're grocery shopping, skip the individual packages and go for the bulk bins. Chapter 2. Trash to Treasure. DIY upcycling projects that wow. One of the most creative and rewarding ways to reduce waste is by upcycling. Rather than tossing out items, think about how they can be reused. Upcycling is the process of taking old products and transforming them into something new and useful. It's a fun way to contribute to sustainability and add a personal touch to your home decor. For example, old t-shirts can be turned into reusable shopping bags, saving you from having to buy new ones. A 2019 study by the World Economic Forum found that the fashion industry is one of the largest polluters, with over 92 million tons of textile waste generated every year. So why not give your old clothes a second life? Another great upcycling project is repurposing glass jars. Instead of throwing them away, turn them into stylish storage containers, candle holders, or even planters. Glass is endlessly recyclable, and reusing it helps keep it out of the landfill. Plus, you'll find that upcycled items often have more character than store-bought alternatives. And don't forget about wooden pallets. These can be transformed into furniture like tables, shelves, or even garden planters. According to the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, recycling wood products helps reduce waste and saves valuable resources. Upcycling not only helps the environment but also sparks creativity. It can be a fun family project, a way to relax, or even an opportunity to start your own business. By finding new purposes for old items, we're contributing to a circular economy where waste is minimized. Chapter 3. The Green Swap. Eco-friendly alternatives. You'll actually love. Swapping out everyday products for eco-friendly alternatives is an easy way to make a big impact. The beauty of sustainable living is that it doesn't always require massive changes. Start small with simple switches in your daily routine. A great first swap is replacing disposable plastic bottles with a reusable one. It's estimated that more than 1 million plastic bottles are sold every minute around the world. By using a reusable bottle, you're not only saving money, but reducing plastic waste that takes hundreds of years to decompose. A study by the Plastic Pollution Coalition found that if every person in the U.S. switched to a reusable bottle, we could prevent 100 billion plastic bottles from entering landfills each year. Another swap is switching to a bamboo toothbrush instead of a plastic one. Over 3.6 billion plastic toothbrushes are used worldwide every year, and most end up in landfills. Bamboo toothbrushes are biodegradable and just as effective as plastic ones. They might even feel a little cooler in your hand. In the kitchen, ditch single-use plastic wrap for beeswax wraps or silicone lids. Beeswax wraps are reusable and can last up to a year with proper care. They are perfect for storing leftovers, wrapping sandwiches, or covering bowls. According to the National Resource Defense Council, switching to reusable alternatives can drastically reduce the amount of plastic waste generated from food storage. Lastly, consider swapping out your cleaning products for natural, non-toxic alternatives. Many commercial cleaners contain harmful chemicals that not only damage the environment, but are also bad for your health. You can easily make your own cleaning products using ingredients like vinegar, baking soda, and lemon juice. They're just as effective, and they won't contribute to chemical pollution. These green swaps not only make life more sustainable, but can also save you money. Over time, these small changes can add up to make a big difference. As renowned environmentalist Greta Thunberg once said, "The climate crisis has already been solved. We have all the solutions we need." The key is making those solutions a part of our daily lives. Don't forget to subscribe for more tips on living sustainably. Chapter 4. The Food Revolution. Waste-Free Kitchen Secrets. Food waste is one of the most significant contributors to landfills. According to the U.S. Department of Agriculture, nearly 40% of the food produced in the U.S. goes to waste. That's a staggering amount, especially when you consider that 1 in 8 Americans struggles with food insecurity. The good news is that reducing food waste is one of the easiest ways to live a more sustainable life. Start by planning your meals in advance. Meal planning reduces impulse buys, helps avoid over-purchasing, and ensures you only buy what you need. A study from the Natural Resources Defense Council found that the average family of 4 can waste up to $1,500 per year on food that gets tossed out. By planning meals and sticking to a shopping list, you can cut down on this waste significantly. Another simple strategy is to embrace leftovers. It's easy to forget about the food we have in our fridge, but leftover meals can make great lunches and dinners. One trick is to get creative with your leftovers. Use them in soups, salads, or sandwiches. In fact, some of the most delicious dishes come from using up what's already in your fridge. Composting is another fantastic way to reduce food waste. The EPA reports that food scraps and yard waste make up 30% of what we throw away, but composting can turn these scraps into valuable nutrients for your garden. Even if you live in an apartment, you can still compost using a small indoor compost bin. By doing so, you're reducing the amount of waste that ends up in landfills, while also enriching the soil for your plants. To cut down on packaging waste, buy in bulk and avoid individually packaged products. Bulk buying not only reduces plastic waste, but it's also more economical. The next time you go grocery shopping, bring your own containers to fill up with grains, beans, nuts, and other essentials. Some stores even offer discounts for bulk purchases, so you'll be saving money while being eco-friendly. Lastly, think about reducing meat consumption. The meat industry has a massive environmental impact, contributing to deforestation, greenhouse gas emissions, and water waste. Studies show that if everyone in the U.S. reduced meat consumption by just 1 day a week, it would have the same environmental benefit as taking 7.6 million cars off the road. A plant-based meal once or twice a week can make a significant impact on your carbon footprint. Chapter 5. The Minimalist Mindset. Declutter your life. Save the earth. Minimalism isn't just about having less. It's about making thoughtful decisions about what we keep and what we let go. The minimalist mindset is about focusing on what truly adds value to your life and letting go of items that no longer serve a purpose. This approach not only helps reduce waste, but also promotes mental clarity and a simpler, more fulfilling life. A great place to start is by decluttering your space. Begin with one room or area at a time and decide which items you actually need and use. This isn't just about organizing, it's about letting go of things that contribute to clutter and waste. According to a study by the American Cleaning Institute, 54% of people feel overwhelmed by the clutter in their homes. By reducing the number of things around us, we can create a more peaceful, eco-friendly environment. One of the most effective methods for decluttering is the KonMari method, developed by Marie Kondo. She advises that we only keep items that spark joy. This simple yet powerful approach helps you evaluate your possessions and keep only those things that truly contribute to your happiness and well-being. By doing this, you'll not only reduce waste, but you'll also find a sense of peace in your surroundings. Minimalism also involves buying fewer, higher-quality items. Instead of purchasing items on impulse, choose products that are durable and versatile. For example, invest in a few well-made clothing pieces instead of buying fast fashion that's designed to wear out quickly. This not only helps the environment but also saves money in the long run. A report from the International Labor Organization reveals that the fast fashion industry produces nearly 92 million tons of textile waste each year. Additionally, reduce your reliance on disposable items. Single-use plastics, paper towels, and other disposable products add to landfills, where they can take hundreds of years to break down. Instead, choose reusable options like cloth napkins, metal straws, and bamboo cutlery. These small changes can have a huge impact on the amount of waste we produce. Minimalism isn't just about owning less. It's about valuing experiences over possessions. Spend time with loved ones, engage in meaningful activities, and focus on creating memories instead of acquiring things. By adopting a minimalist mindset, we not only simplify our lives, but also make a lasting impact on the environment. Chapter 6. The Green Path. Building Sustainable Habits. That stick adopting a zero-waste lifestyle isn't something that happens overnight. It's about making gradual changes that become part of your daily routine. Building sustainable habits requires patience, commitment, and the willingness to adjust. The good news is that once these habits become part of your life, they'll feel second nature, and their impact will grow over time. Start with small, achievable goals. It can be overwhelming to think about making your entire life zero waste. But if you break it down into manageable steps, it becomes much more doable. For example, begin by replacing single-use plastic bags with reusable ones. According to the World Economic Forum, if everyone in the US switched to reusable bags, it would save an estimated 100 billion plastic bags from being used each year. Another habit to build is reducing water waste. Simple steps like turning off the tap while brushing your teeth, fixing leaky faucets, and using water-efficient appliances can significantly lower your water consumption. The average American uses 88 gallons of water per day, but by making small changes, you can cut that number down. If you drive often, try walking or biking for short trips instead. This reduces both your carbon footprint and the wear and tear on your vehicle. The EPA estimates that transportation is responsible for nearly 30% of greenhouse gas emissions in the US. By driving less, you're helping to lower air pollution and reduce your personal carbon emissions. Another key habit is adopting renewable energy sources. Installing solar panels or switching to a green energy provider can dramatically reduce your home's carbon footprint. The U.S. Department of Energy reports that residential solar panels can save homeowners up to $20,000 over 20 years, while also reducing the reliance on fossil fuels. Lastly, teach others about the importance of sustainability. The more people who adopt eco-friendly habits, the larger the impact. By sharing your journey and encouraging others to follow suit, you can help create a ripple effect that leads to greater change. As environmentalist David Attenborough once said, "The truth is, the natural world is changing, and we are totally dependent on that world. It provides our food, water, and clean air." By focusing on small, sustainable habits, you can make a difference in the long run. These practices not only benefit the environment, but can also improve your overall quality of life. It's about taking those first steps on the green path and sticking with it, no matter how small the changes may seem. Remember to subscribe for more green tips and sustainable living ideas. Together, we can make the world a cleaner, greener place.